what it means to say God. Okay, so I always go back to the original version. Okay, what was written, because Bible was written in two different languages. Hebrew for the Old Testament and New Testament is written in Greek. Okay, in the beginning, in Charles சொன்னீங்களா God அப்படின்னு சொல்றது El. That was the word, or Elohim. Actually, El is a root word. Elohim. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது there are different words which is translated as in English as God. Bible. Hebrew first word வந்து El. That's a root word. Adula irundhu vanda word eloah, which also is translated as God in the Bible. Elohim. In the beginning God irukla, and the word uses Elohim, which is in plural form of God. Oh, sorry. And also there are other words which is, see, நம்ம அந்த Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Sitkanu, இதெல்லாம் வந்து we call God because of the characteristics. There was no characteristics, but God was called as a God himself, right? With certain names. There are two names. One is Adonay, right? Yeah. English அது வந்து capital L, small ORD. அப்படி translate பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
Capital L,
small ORD.
Our Lord.
And Yhvh. Yhvh is capital LORD. இப்படிதான் ஃபுல்லாவே translate பண்ணிருக்காங்க பைபிள்ல. They followed this entire protocol of translation. நீங்க வந்து Yehova, Yhvh, and the word Lord comes just before the creation of mankind. That is closely attached because that represents Jesus Christ. Bible. There is a lot of relationship. Okay. Greek there is only one word, theos. Adnala theology. I didn't want to do. So there are so many words that are used for God. When we go back, how to find theologically the meaning of God, Hebrew, there is always a pattern. There are 22 letters. Okay. There are 22 letters in Hebrew alphabets. Okay. The L word is Aleph and Lamed. I'll say that L, the word. Aleph is the first word. Nama Aleph, Alpha and Omega, that is in Greek. Right? But if Jesus was speaking in Aramaic and the scriptures was in Hebrew. So if Jesus would have spoken, he would have spoken Hebrew or Aramaic. ரெண்டுத்துலயும் ஆல்பா ஒமேகாக்கு பதிலாக நீங்க போட்டீங்கன்னா அலெஃப் தவ் அப்படின்னு தான் வரும். This is the only word which is in the Hebrew scripture, never translated in any language. Okay, so the first word Aleph, and 22 words the Lamed is called the center word. Okay, meaning of Aleph is he is the strength, or he is the head. Meaning, and one special thing about Lamed என்னன்னா 22 wordsல அது ஆக்சுவலி நீங்க ஹிந்தில பாத்தீங்கன்னா கோடு போட்டு இப்படி எழுதுவாங்கல்ல, மேல கோடு இருக்கும், கோடு கீழே வரும், கோடு மேல இதெல்லாம் போடும். பட் கோடு இருக்காது ஹீப்ரூஸ்ல என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா they all write in the same pattern. The only letter that goes above head is Lamed. இத மாதிரி வந்து Hebrew sages, that's how they try to find the meaning, what it's being written about God. And they get into the words, they dissect the word with lot of angle and dimensions. Okay, so the only biggest letter in alphabet is Lamed, which also means the source of knowledge or the heart of knowledge. The strength and the heart of knowledge, center of everything. That's how called L. So when you have theologically, if you combine together, right, it says he is the center God of everything and head of everything. God அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு மீனிங், அதுதான் மீனிங். ஸோ காட்ன்ற அந்த வார்த்தை, I'm not talking about the being. The word God is a title. I mean, yeah, you might be shocked. How can you say it is title? So, if I go to the next slide. In the beginning, God, Elohim, created the heavens and the earth. யாராவது Psalms 82 எடுத்து படிக்கிறீங்களா? இந்த ஒரு வார்த்தை மட்டும் தான் இங்க போட்டுருக்கேன். Psalms 82. Or I'll put it here.
82:6.
82:6 இல்ல, 82 ஃபுல்லாவே எடுத்து போடுறேன் நான். அதுல 6 படிக்கலாம். நான் எல்லாம் இங்கே எடுத்து போடுறேன்.
82.
Yeah.
82 என்ன verse?
Starting ல இருந்து.
God stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Free them from the hand of the wicked. They do not know, nor do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are unstable. I said, you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for you shall inherit all nations.
இந்த இடத்துல God stands in the congregation of the mighty in English போட்டுருக்கு, but the Hebrew word is El. God
Stands in the congregation
of gods. He judges among gods. Elohim. Okay? How long will you judge? அதெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு 6th verse பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அதுதான் போட்டிருக்கேன். I said, who says? God says, you are God. And you are all the children of the Most High.
அந்த காட்ஸ்க்கு என்ன டிரான்ஸ்லிட்ரேஷன் போட்டுருக்காங்க?
இதுவும் God, Elohim தான். Elohim. Right? So, God called man gods. So, question is, then all of us answered with a certain thought, who is God? But now, man is also called as God, not by a man, but by God himself. Third one. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Whose mind the God, Theos, of this age has blinded. This is talking about Satan. He is also referred by the term God. The word. We are not talking about the being
அந்த
God.
வேர்ஸ்
Right?
ஃபுல்லா படிச்சேன்.
The word. Corinthians வந்து பின்னாடி கொஞ்சம் நிறைய படிக்க வேண்டியது இருக்கும், but this verse is enough, right? Whose mind the God, ஏன்னா கான்டெக்ட் படி 82ல it adds a lot of context about why, ஏன்னா இது வந்து நம்ம தனியாக எடுத்து படிக்கணும்னு சொல்லிடுவோம், but 82 is fully about God talking about man. என்ன சொல்ல வர்றாருன்னா, I created you, you are gods, but you fall like man. manன்றது வந்து அதான் அப்படி, ஓகேங்களா? So you fall like, so we call the being God as God. We call, or even God calls man as God. And scripture calls Satan by the term God. Now what is God? This is a point to ponder. So everything is from the scripture.
Scripture எங்க Satan was called God?
இதோ 2 Corinthians 4:4 அதுல வந்து பவுல் வந்து பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது the God of this ages has corrupted your mind அப்படின்னு வரும், which is relating to Satan. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ அதுக்கு தான் அந்த வசனம் மூணுமே போட்டிருக்கேன் இங்க.
இதுல சின்ன ஜி
கேபிட்டல் ஜி ஸ்மால் ஜியில் போகவே போகாதீங்க, which always deceive. அதுக்கு தான் இங்கே ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல போட மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு இங்க L இருக்குல்ல, is always translated with capital G OD, small od. Eloah, it is sometimes used as capital G OD or sometimes used as small g OD, but it's referring the same word.
God, not gods.
And yeah, Elohim, capital G and small g. So never get carried by capital G or small g from the English Bible. It is always deceptive.
Okay. So it says gods. The gods. So
Gods, yeah.
Gods nalle,
Plural. Right?
Corinthians they were worshipping Baal and Maria. They had several other
the gods of
at the
this
same
world.
Theos. Theos also refer to deity.
That is Satan.
Yeah.
That's it.
Theos also refer to deity. Eloah, in a way, it can refer to deity, but it's talking about God. Yhvh. Okay, so these are all the the parts of speech. Is it a noun or is it a in plural? In what sense it is used? As I said, it's a title,
It's a title, just like
and the
God.
title as an authority over something.
Yes.
That's all the word or the term God means. But what is that authority differs from who it is.
Yeah, the being.
The being, right? Man as an authority, but actually for man, the entire authority was given.